Once again, welcome to the 2021 Allen County Showman to Showman competition. We have completed the horse portion. Now we are on the dairy portion. Our judge today is Cassie Gibert from Milwaukee, Indiana. She lives in Whitley County. She was a 10-year 4-H member in Whitley County. Her current job is working in different aspects of the dairy industry. Her previous experience, I show at the county, state, and national level shows. I will be looking for these, when we ask her what she would be evaluating them on, I will be looking for these 4-H members to have knowledge of dairy cattle and to be able to display the dairy animal they get to the best of their ability. Let's welcome to Allen County, Cassie Gibert. As a little side note here on the dairy portion, we would like to thank the SAF Farms from Ligonier, Indiana for helping out the dairy project for the Showman to Showman. The dairy project was down in animal numbers, so they volunteered to bring in some of their animals that have been shown in other counties in the state. Thank you again, SAF Farms, Travis and Tim Stolman. And that's coming from our Dairy Executive Committee, Cindy Burning. I will be reading some of the some biographical information about each one of our contestants. We will refer to them as contestant number 1 through 9. We're trying to keep this as anonymous as we can. Once again, we've asked our judges to keep their placings confidential, and so we ask that you respect that as well. So we asked, why did you start showing animals in 4-H, and what keeps you still showing? Contestant number 1 replied, I love all animals. Contestant number 2 said, I started 4-H to continue a family tradition. The competitive side of showing animals keeps me interested and excited to show every year. Contestant number 3 replied, I began showing because it's something my mom enjoyed growing up and many of my cousins participate in. I continue showing because it's become my passion and the place I feel at home. Contestant number 4 replied, my family got me started in 4-H. We have always had cattle and I wanted to show what we have raised. The friends I've made, like Morgan, Mallory, Lydia, Dylan, and so many more, keep me going. My family also keeps me motivated day in and day out. Contestant number 5 replied, why did you start showing animals in 4-H and why do you still show? I started showing in 4-H because my parents and older siblings are 10-year members and this is what my family does. 4-H has helped to shape me into who I am today. Contestant number 6 replied, I started showing animals in 4-H because a lot of my friends did 4-H and encouraged me to join. The fun times, experiences, and friends keep me still showing. Contestant number 7 replied, I started showing animals as a way to try and find something I was passionate about. What keeps me going is the support that I have received from my family and friends, as well as of what I have accomplished within the past 7 years. Contestant number 8 replied, a family friend offered my brother and I to show one summer. I instantly fell in love with being around livestock. I hope to pursue a career in the livestock industry, so showing has only helped me to build towards that goal and gain experience with different species. And contestant number 9 replied, I started showing animals in 4-H because all 3 of my older brothers showed animals. I grew up with farm animals all around me and always knew I would want to show them at the fair. I keep showing because I am very competitive and have always wanted to become top achiever and win Showman to Showman. Ten minutes of 15 minutes are complete. 10 minutes are complete. Once again, during our Showman to Showman competition today, I appreciate all the different species and the 4-H members bringing the animals or allowing us to use their animals. Today we'd like to thank those members as well as SAF Farms from Ligonier for bringing in animals for the dairy portion. So the idea is that none of our contestants today will be showing their own animals. These are all animals from different 4-H members or even different farms. And additionally, the different species committees will provide the necessary equipment for the show today. So thank you to all of them. Once again, we've asked our judges to evaluate the members during 15 minutes, and we've asked them to keep their scoring or placing confidential. Thirteen minutes are now complete.
Gibert, thank you for having me out. It's been a great group of young adults to watch out here. You can see how hard they've worked, and they all done a wonderful job. I was looking for them to really be one with their animal, hold their head high, set their legs, and I think they all done a phenomenal job. Good job, and you've all done great. Yep.
All right, 4-H members, you are dismissed. Let's give them a big round of applause as they exit the arena. Let's put our hands together once again for Cassie Gibert for judging the dairy portion of our 2021 Showman to Showman. Next up will be the meat goat portion. Once again, we'd like to thank all the various species committees for providing us with animals and the equipment needed to show for the Showman to Showman competition. If you didn't already understand or know, each of the contestants, they got them together and they drew for the contestant number that they're wearing today, a random draw. And then before each class, they have a random draw of which animal that they're going to get. And as we mentioned earlier, none of them will be showing their own animals today. Judging our meat goat portion today is Mr. Matt Taylor from Corona, Indiana. Currently lives in DeKalb County. He is a 10-year 4-H alumnus from DeKalb County. Current profession, swine production supervisor for Co-Alliance. He attended Joliet Junior College and was on the livestock judging team there. He's currently a 4-H volunteer and as the swine committee chair for DeKalb County. His previous experience showing and judging animals, our family has been raising and showing meat goats for 6 years, and I have judged several showman contests around Indiana and Michigan. What will you be looking for today while evaluating these 4-H members? I will be looking for how quickly they set up their animal and if it is set up properly. Is their posture correct, etc. So let's put our hands together once again and welcome Matt Taylor. So the show order, obviously we have completed horse, we've completed dairy. Meat goat will be in here next, followed by beef, sheep, dairy goat, llama, and swine. In continuing with our biography of these young people, will you ask them what goals did you set for yourself in 4-H this year, and how have you worked to achieve them? Contestant number 1 replied, never give up and always work hard. Contestant number 2 replied, one of my goals was to qualify for Showman to Showman. To accomplish this, I worked diligently with my projects. Contestant number 3 replied, what goals did you set for yourself in 4-H and how have you worked to achieve them? I wanted to gain more knowledge about my projects, their strengths and weaknesses, and how to show them in a way that makes them look their best. I worked to achieve this by listening to members, mentors, and judges. Contestant number 4 replied, this year my goal was to be happy with every placing I received in each class. I've learned over the years that if you've put all your effort into something, that's all that really matters. Each time I go into the show ring, I aim to do better than I did the last time. I can say this goal has paid off because I'm in the ring today. Contestant number 5 replied, this year I set several goals. My number 1 goal this year was to have fun, and I have had so much fun. I also had to set several goals within my species and achieve those as well. This was achieved. Contestant number 6 replied, their goals? I set the goals of placing higher in the showmanship and also succeeding in the writing classes I have practiced and worked hard to be where I am today. Contestant number 7 replied, my goals were to win my age division and to win the overall species showman for my species. I achieved this by going out and practicing with my animal almost every day and by going to as many shows as I could. Contestant number 8 replied, although the banners and ribbons are cool, this year I set a goal to go out and have fun no matter what the outcome. At the end of the day, the memories are far greater than the banners. And contestant number 9, the main goals I have set for myself in 4-H this year was to become a better person and be a leader to younger 4-H members. I always wanted to get into the Showman to Showman and to win. I have worked to achieve these goals by working with my animals and projects every day. Ten minutes are now complete.
All right, well, thank you for having me come and judge your goat part of the show today. Kids all did a great job. Should all be proud of yourselves for coming out here and being prepared. And, your goats and everybody did a great job. I'm not going to get into detail today, but crowd, everybody give them a round of applause. They all did a great job today. Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you, Matt Taylor, for judging the goat portion. And the members are excused. Let's give them another big round of applause. They're 1/3 of the way done.
Sophomore. Yep. Yeah, hopefully they don't shut us down like they did last year. So. 4-H division. Yep. Yep. Christian Stoner and also Weber. Yep. Yeah, I thought about going to junior college, doing that. It's like, well, I just go to Purdue, try to get a degree, something I can actually make some money off of, and maybe do judging off the side in there. Yeah, sure.
Our judge today for the beef portion is Connor Kirkpatrick from Avila, Indiana. He currently lives in Noble County. He is a 10-year 4-H alumnus from Noble County. Currently, he is attending Purdue University, majoring in agriculture systems management. His previous experience showing and judging, he has showed cattle at all 3 levels, local, state, and national level. In 2019, he was the high individual at the Indiana State Livestock Judging Contest. We asked him, what will you be looking for today while evaluating these 4-H members? Connor is looking for members that have confidence, how quick they set up their animal, how smooth and fluid they are in their movement. And he would like to thank the Allen County for inviting him to come down and judge. Let's put our hands together and welcome Connor Kirkpatrick. Continuing with the biographic information, the next question we asked our contestants was, list what you feel have been your major accomplishments in 4-H so far. And as you know, a lot of these members that are out here not only show in their respective species that they're representing today, but several species, as well as being involved in a lot of other 4-H projects. And so as we read these accomplishments, which are really nice accomplishments, you'll find that a lot of them have a variety of things. So contestant number 1, major accomplishments: Grand Lamb, Grand Steer, Grand Goats, and Grand Barrow this year. Contestant number 2, your major accomplishments: Grand Champions in feeder steers, dairy, and swine. Other accomplishments are being able to compete in the Showman to Showman with the Dairy Project and carrying on the family tradition of showing at the county and state levels. Contestant number 3's major accomplishments: I've had the opportunity to exhibit some great livestock from many local breeders and have some success doing so. My favorite and most unexpected accomplishment was being named the Grand Champion Junior Gilt Showman at the 2019 Indiana State Fair. Contestant number 4's major accomplishments include: one of my major accomplishments as of this year was becoming an honor achiever. I've also been an overall beef showman, overall dairy goat showman. We have had also multiple grand and reserve grand champion livestock projects and even grand champion gardening at the Indiana State Fair. Contestant number 5 replied, as I finish my 4-H career today, I reflect back over the last 10 years and realize that I've accomplished a lot during my 4-H career. I was an honor achiever, top achiever, and won the 2019 Showman to Showman contest. Contestant number 6 replied, their major accomplishments were the Grand Champion Horse Showmanship, 2 times Miniature Horse Versatility Champion. Contestant number 7 replied, my major accomplishment in 4-H so far is being able to represent my species in the Showman to Showman competition. Contestant number 8 replied, I would say my biggest accomplishment would be all of the memories and friendships I've made the past 10 years. Although the banners and plaques show a lot of accomplishments, the memories are far greater. And number 9, major accomplishments. My major accomplishments in 4-H have been being honor achiever last year and becoming the top achiever this year. I am also very proud that I've gotten into the Showman to Showman competition this year. Ten minutes are now complete. 13 minutes are now complete. All right, our members are going to be excused from the beef portion. Connor said they all did an excellent job. Let's give them a big round of applause. Once again, we'd like to thank our judge, Connor Kirkpatrick. So far, they have completed horse, dairy, meat, goat, and beef. Coming up next will be the sheep portion, followed by dairy beef, dairy goat, llama, and swine. All right, next up is going to be our sheep portion of the 2021 Allen County Showman and Showman. To judge the sheep portion, we have Brad Burlett from Walton, Indiana. He currently lives in Cass County. He is a 10-year alumnus of the Cass County 4-H. Currently, he is serving as a Beacon Credit Union Ag Loan Officer. He does volunteer as a 4-H leader. He is on the Sheep Committee, Goat Committee, and Premier Showman Committee. His previous experience judging, he grew up raising club lambs and showed all around the country. Currently raises club lambs and boar goats and was a member of the 2020 Purdue Livestock judging team. When asked what he'll be looking for today, I will look for showmen that are comfortable and confident in the ring. I want some intensity while still being smooth and comfortable. I also want them to have some knowledge of the sheep industry. Let's put our hands together and welcome Brad Burlett. Once again, we'd like to welcome everyone to the 2021 Allen County Showman to Showman competition. It's wonderful that we can be gathered here face to face with everybody. For the benefit of our contestants, it's been mentioned that if we can turn some of our volume on some of our conversations that we're having from the audience members down a little bit so that the contestants can hear some of the commands and things that they're asked to do. So if you can turn the volume down a little bit, that would very much be appreciated so that these members that have worked hard have the opportunity to do their best today. Continuing with our biographical information, what do you like best about the 4-H livestock projects? Contestant number 1 said spending time with friends and the showing together. Contestant number 2 said, I like the involvement and time that goes into getting livestock to the fair. Contestant number 3, what do you like best about the 4-H livestock projects? There is no place I'd rather be than in the show ring, and no sport I enjoy more than showing livestock. But in the end, it's the friends we share with this that mean the most. Contestant number 4, my favorite part of the livestock project is creating a bond with each animal. This is why showmanship means so much to me, because even if you don't have the best animal, showmanship tests that relationship between the animal and the handler. Contestant number 5 replied, I like the challenge of raising livestock, learning the personality of each animal that I show from that time that I get it is fun. Being able to raise some of my own livestock is a great experience that I enjoy with my family. Contestant number 6 replied, the friends, fun times, and experience that I have been involved in the 4-H project. Contestant number 7 replied, I like being able to show my llama and educate people on llamas because a lot of people don't know about them. Contestant number 8 replied, I love being able to work hands-on with the livestock and watching them progress over a short period of time. And contestant number 9 replied, I love being able to work with my animals every day, grow my relationships with them. One of my favorite things is being able to help deliver baby goats and being able to watch them grow. I also love being able to meet many new people and forming lifelong friends with them. Ten minutes are now complete. 13 minutes are now complete.
Mike here. Go ahead and give everybody out here a round of applause. They're doing a great job. These showmanship contests I take very serious. I think that, especially for 10-year members, this is the highlight of the fair for a lot of them. So I just want to say congratulations on getting here. Good job on working, getting better at showing sheep. I know a lot of you probably have never touched sheep in your life. So this is a little bit of a struggle for some of you, but you're all doing a really good job getting them presented, getting them out here for me to see. I did ask just what market price was. Not a lot of them knew, which is fine, but just something that kind of just tells me a little bit if they follow the industry at all. If they have any idea of what market price is right now. But all of you did a great job. Keep up the hard work, and congratulations to everybody for being out here today. Thanks for having me.
And put our hands together and thank Brad Burlett for coming and working with our young people. As our young members are excused, let's put our hands together and congratulate them, encourage them. Next up will be the dairy beef portion. So we have dairy beef, dairy goat, llama, and swine are the 4 categories, species yet to go.
I can take it off. Thank you. Yeah, wanted to. It's a fun one.
Our judge for the dairy beef portion is Melissa Rudolph from Wanata, Indiana. She currently lives in LaPorte County. She is a 10-year alumnus of LaPorte County 4-H. Currently, she graduated in May of 2021 from Purdue in agriculture education. Let's give her a round of applause for that recent graduation. She's going to start graduate school this fall at Purdue in Ag Systems Management. She currently serves as a 4-H volunteer in LaPorte County on the Swine Committee and 4-H Camp Adult Volunteer. She serves as one of the dairy beef superintendents at the State Fair. Her previous experience judging and showing animals include exhibiting dairy steers at both local and state level, started livestock judging in high school, and had her first dairy steer show a couple years ago. We ask her what she'll be looking for. I will be looking for a showman that does all of the fundamentals correct and that looks calm and comfortable in the ring. Once again, let's welcome Melissa Rudolph. Continuing with our biographic information, we ask, what one thing helped you the most prepare for Showman to Showman contest? Contestant number 1 replied, friends, also that are in the Showman to Showman competition. Contestant number 2 replied, other showmen spending time to walk me through the techniques and skills used for each animal. Number 3 said dedication and the desire to work every day and to be better than I was the day before. Contestant number 4 replied, something that has prepared me for the Showman to Showman is showing multiple species. This gives me a better understanding of each species and the livestock industry in general. This couldn't be done without the help of my family. Contestant number 5 replied, the one thing that has helped me be the most prepared for today is the work that I have done practicing with the other contestants. This contest is an amazing culmination of my 10 years. I am honored to represent my species. Contestant number 6 replied, what one thing has helped you the most prepare for the Showman to Showman contest? Friends. Thank you to everyone who has taught and helped me get ready for this contest. And a special thank you to Lisa Didion for helping me get to this point with my horse, Blue. Contestant number 7, what one thing helped you the most? With this being my very first time competing in the Showman to Showman and not having experience with other species, I have had to do a lot of research. The one thing that has helped me the most was reaching out to someone I knew who is a previous Showman to Showman winner in her county. She really helped me with gaining an understanding of how to show each animal. Contestant number 8 replied, my fellow Showman to Showman contestants who helped me to prepare for each species. And contestant number 9 replied, what one thing helped you the most? One thing that has helped me the most to prepare for the Showman to Showman contest has been amazing people in my life. These people have taught me how to show my animals better and how to be a great showman. I hope to someday be a mentor to a young 4-H'er just like how they were to me. Ten minutes are now complete. few housekeeping items. One is visit the 4-H food booth outside the show barn for a variety of your favorites at the fantastic prices. Proceeds go to benefit the Allen County 4-H. If you want to have 2022 VIP seating or be a show live stream sponsor, then mark Saturday, February 26th, 2022 on your calendar for the 4-H Fling. Once again, that will be on Saturday, February 26th, 2022. At the 4-H Fling, there will be a live auction and silent auction and a chicken dinner. The dinner and silent auction will both start at 5 p.m. in the Home and Family Arts Building here on the fairgrounds. The live auction begins later on. Watch social media for complete details in January. But remember, February 26th. Those members that are selling livestock in the auction tomorrow, and that's a great way to support these 4-H members, is by coming out to the auction. We need members to help run food, or serve food, running tickets. We understand that you are selling, but you're not selling during the entire auction, so please assist the auction committee to see where they need help. Also today, the 2021 Showman and Showman Awards, today's overall winner will receive a $100 scholarship from the Marvin Hitsman Memorial Fund and a trophy and chair from the Judy Dafforn Memorial Fund. Each participant today will receive a $50 check from State Farm Insurance in care of Chris Turchinoff, volunteer service to Allen County 4-H. "13 minutes are now complete.
Let's give all these exhibitors in the ring a round of applause. You guys at Allen County have a really impressive group of individuals out here, each representing their own livestock barns, and I just think that they're doing a great job, and you guys are really lucky, and that you guys need to make sure you thank everyone who helped you get here and everyone who's helped make this show possible. I want to thank Allen County for allowing me to come out and place your guys' showman today. You guys did a really good job. I was just looking for little things, like they said in my intro, like who's calm, who's collected, who's doing the little things right, feet placement, eye contact, and just making the show ring their home. It should feel like home out here and be comfortable. But you all did a really good job, and I'm excited to watch the rest of the show, so let's give them one more round of applause.
And let's give another round of applause to Melissa Rudolph. Thank her for coming and judging. Our members are excused. They've been at this for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. They are 2/3 of the way done with the 2021 Showman is Showman. Let's give them another big round of applause as they exit the arena. Our next portion is going to be the dairy goat portion. Our judge today is Hannah Adams from Churubusco. She currently lives here in Allen County. She is a 10-year alumnus of Whitley County. Currently, she works as a field tech at Maple Leaf Farms. She's a graduate of Purdue University with a bachelor's of science in animal science. She currently serves as a 4-H volunteer in Noble County on the Dairy Goat Project. Her previous experience showing and judging animals, she showed goats in 4-H, still in open shows at the ADGA shows and locally at state level, raises Saanens and Nubians. When asked what she will be looking for today in evaluating these members, general knowledge of the animal, showing animal well, smoothness of moving about the ring. So let's put our hands together and welcome Hannah Adams. Continuing with the biographical information, why should a person begin showing 4-H animals? Why should a person begin showing 4-H animals? Contestant number 1 says, showing 4-H animals teaches responsibility and all the friends that you meet along the way. Contestant number 2 said you should show 4-H animals to build their knowledge of the agriculture industry, as well as character traits like good work ethic and responsibility. Contestant number 3 said, I think working with the 4-H livestock is a great way to become a more responsible and compassionate person. Livestock builds life skills that can't be taught anywhere else. Contestant number 4 responded, a great reason to join 4-H is for the lifelong friendships. It's great to meet people who are passionate about the same things that you are. 4-H also teaches many life lessons like hard work, patience, and teamwork. Contestant number 5 responded, why should a person begin showing livestock 4-H animals? A person should begin showing 4-H animals because there are many life lessons that a person learns. I have learned to be self-disciplined, time management, humility. It has built character and taught me to treasure each of the friendships that I have built. Contestant number 6 responded, a person should begin showing 4-H animals to meet lots of awesome new friends, gain lots of good and fun experiences, and learn lots of new things. Contestant number 7 responded, a person should begin to show animals in 4-H because they learn skills that could help them later on in life, like being responsible, learning that hard work pays off, and gaining confidence in themselves. Contestant number 8 responded, it is a huge learning experience that will teach you what it takes to care for something other than yourself. You will also make lifelong friends and memories you will cherish forever. And contestant number 9 says, a person should begin showing 4-H animals because you get to learn so much. You learn how to take care of your animals and how to work with others. You become very responsible and grow as a leader. 10 minutes are now complete. 10 minutes of our 15 minutes are now complete. Thirteen minutes are now complete. 13 minutes are now complete. All right, our members are excused. Let's thank Hannah Adams once again for judging the dairy goat portion. Let's give these members another really big round of applause. They have the llama portion and the swine portion, and then it'll be the naming of the 2021 Allen County Showman a Showman. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that if you're looking for some of your favorite eats and treats, visit the 4-H food booth outside the show barn. Fantastic prices, and all the proceeds benefit the Allen County 4-H. If you would like to have the VIP seating or be a show live stream sponsor, mark Saturday, February 26th, 2022 on your calendar for the 4-H Fling. At the 4-H Fling, there will be a live auction and a silent auction and chicken dinner. Dinner and the silent auction both will begin at 5 p.m. in the Home and Family Arts Building here at Shore Allen County Fairgrounds. Once again, today's overall winner will receive a $100 scholarship from the Marvin Hitsman Memorial Fund and a trophy and chair from the Judy Daffhorn Memorial Fund. Each participant today will receive a $50 check from State Farm Insurance in care of Chris Turpchinoff, volunteer service to Allen County 4-H. Judging the llama portion today is Katie Morris. Katie is from Madison County, Indiana. She was a 10-year alumnus from Hamilton and Madison County 4-H. Currently, her job or profession is she is a commercial title insurance underwriter at Near North Title Group, licensed to write in 4 states. She currently volunteers as a 4-H volunteer in the Llama Project. Her previous experience in showing and judging animals, she has 17 years of training in showing llamas nationally, judged 12 county llama shows this year, and has been judging for 8 years. She specializes in training feral and BMS llamas, works weekly for a national judge and breeder in Rush County, owns 4 llamas, 2 ponies, an emu at her farm. When asked what she will be looking for, she is looking for some showmanship basics: squaring up, walking on the correct side, looking at the judge, walking straight lines, being courteous, and having a handle on the llama confidence, and quadrants. So let's put our hands together and welcome Katie Morris. Continuing on with a little more biographic information about our contestants, the next question we asked them were, what school do you or did you attend, and what is the highest grade that you have completed? Contestant number 1 attends suburban Bethlehem and has completed the 4th grade. Contestant number 2 has completed their sophomore year at Concordia Lutheran. Contestant number 3 is homeschooled but will be starting at Churubusco this fall and has completed grade 7. Contestant number 4 attends Carroll High School and has completed the 10th grade. Contestant number 5 has recently graduated from Gibert High School. Contestant number 6 attends Carroll High School and has completed the 10th grade. Contestant number 7 attends East Allen University and just completed their sophomore year. Contestant number 8 recently graduated from Heritage High School. Contestant number 9 attends Leo Junior Senior High School and has completed the 11th grade. Our next question we asked was, what are your goals and career plans following schooling? Contestant number 1 replied, work with Dad on the farm. Contestant number 2 replied, attend Purdue's School of Engineering. Contestant number 3 replied, I hope to pursue a career in the livestock or veterinary industry. Contestant number 4 replied, after high school I plan to go to college, hopefully at Purdue. I'm not sure what I want to major in, but I love science and English class at school, so I'm open to suggestions. Contestant number 5 said, I will be attending Purdue Fort Wayne in August. I hope to graduate in 3 years as an elementary teacher and teach in a local elementary school and make a difference in the lives of children. Contestant number 6 replied, their goals following and career plans following high school, I want to attend Purdue and become a veterinarian. Contestant number 7 replied, my goal and career plans following schooling is to become a veterinarian that specializes in the camelid family because there are not a lot of vets that have a lot of knowledge dealing with camelids. Contestant number 8 replied, I will be heading to Purdue University this fall to study animal science with a concentration in production. I hope to one day work for a large animal operation and eventually raise my own livestock. Contestant number 9 replied, I'm not exactly sure of my future career plans following schooling, but I am very interested in either forensic science or pre-med. Either way, my goal is to further my education and become the best person I can be. Ten minutes are now complete.
All right, guys, let's give them a round of applause. They were so good. All right, so I kind of think being a llama showman that llamas are kind of notoriously known for like the weird species, and when you get into supreme showmanship, in my county they called it royal showmanship that llamas were in, but they're very weird and they're a lot different than all other livestock. One of the biggest things I was looking for today, and you guys made it really hard, was staying on the right side of your llama, well, the correct side. So it is your right side, it's the llama's left side. We always walk the llama from this position. So unlike other species, we do not switch sides of the llama while we're walking the llama, and everybody did a great job with that. And then the second thing I was really looking for today was quadrants. Quadrants are a little more like the horses, and it's very important to have your quadrants very sharp when you're in llamas. A lot of llama showmanship boils down to the confidence and knowing you have the best animal in the ring no matter what it actually looks like. That's what it comes down to. So that's what I want to see, is you trying to set up your animal, making sure I have a great view of it of all time, making sure that you give those subtle clues to me that, wow, look at this llama, this one's awesome, and all you guys did a great job. I really didn't feel any fear like you do sometimes with these guys. So all of you did fantastic. I'm proud of you all for showing your llama today.
All right, thank you, Katie Morris. Put our hands together for Katie. We'll excuse the 4-H members. And they have one more competition, the swine portion. Let's give them a big round of applause. They've been out here showing for almost 3 hours. As we get ready for the swine portion of the Showman a Showman, the last round of Showman a Showman, out here in the arena or in the show barn or anywhere, but if you are a former contestant in the Allen County Showman a Showman, please stand up. Stand up where you are if you're a former contestant in the Allen County Showman a Showman. Let's give those people a big round of applause. A lot of tradition here in Allen County with the Showman a Showman competition. And once again, we'd like to thank our Showman a Showman award sponsors. Today's overall winner will receive $100 scholarship from the Marvin Hitsman Memorial Fund and a trophy and chair from the Judy Dafford Memorial Fund. Each participant today will receive a $50 check from State Farm Insurance in care of Chris Turchinoff, volunteer service to Allen County 4-H. All right, let's put our hands together one more time for our contestants. This is going to be their final division for the 2021 Showman to Showman competition. Our swine judge today is Mr. Tim Johnson from Churubusco. He lives then in Whitley County. He is a 10-year alumnus of 4-H from Whitley County. He currently is a co-owner and manager of Shady Grove Farms, Commercial Hog and Show Pig Division. He is a volunteer for the Swine Project. His previous experience showing and judging animals, he showed swine for 10 years at Whitley County, and he's judged several Showman to Showman swine events. What he's going to be looking for today is a knowledgeable showman who can present different views of their pig and do it in a calm manner and make it easy to look at. Let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Tim Johnson to Allen County. We ask our contestants one final question. What activities are you or were you involved in at school? Contestant number 1 is involved in 4-H and showing livestock. Contestant number 2, basketball, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society. Contestant number 3 has participated in student council, cross country, and swim team. Contestant number 4 replied, at school, I'm a part of the student council and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I also love going to football games and being part of the Neon Nation. Contestant number 5 replied, I ran varsity cross country and track for 4 years, as well as played basketball all 4 years. I was an officer in our FFA chapter and very active in FCA. Contestant number 6 replied, I have been involved in track and field. Contestant number 7 replied, I was involved with my school's drama club and played in several sports. Contestant number 8 replied, throughout school, I was involved in FFA for 6 years, played golf for 3 years, softball for 4 years, and I was also a part of FCA and National Honor Society. Contestant number 8 would also like to thank Team Tournay, the Plumer family, my mom and dad, and all of my fellow 4-H members for pushing me to work hard and never give up. And contestant number 9 replied, I have been involved in being in basketball manager, playing soccer, throwing shot put and discus, being a member of National Honor Society, being on prom committee, and being vice president of Student Sharing Hearts. 10 minutes are now complete. Also like to thank Bushing Peat Moss for the donation of the mulch that's in the show arena, as well as John and Mary Smith and Tim and Barb Richardson for the floral arrangements around our show barn. Let's put our hands together and thank them for making this look very nice. All right, our members are excused to take their animals out of the arena. Put our hands together and thank Mr. Tim Johnson.
Let's put our hands together one last time for these kids. I thought they did a real nice job out here. Made my job pretty hard out here today. Weather's been good. I tried to let these pigs get different drivers, give all the drivers a fair shot, but I want them to keep the pigs moving. There's definitely some out here who were giving me a lot of good views. I didn't have to do a lot of moving around, but I thought they all did a really nice job, so good job, guys.
Also like to thank all of our committee members and 4-H members and people that allowed us to use either your livestock or equipment today. Let's put our hands together and thank those people. And for our contestants and our parents, when we get done and we name the showman a showman here in just a few minutes, any parents or anyone else that would like to come out here in the arena, and contestants, if you can stay together as a group, we'd like to have some pictures taken out here in the arena, and then we can move over to the backdrop afterwards as well. So If we can do that, please. And then additionally, as we introduce these young people, we would like for the parents, as I introduce them and tell who the parents are, we'd like for you to stand and be recognized as well. All right, so now we're going to actually introduce these young people to you. Contestant number 1, representing the beef species, year number 2 in 4-H, year number 2 in the Beef Project is Caitlin Hockemeyer. Her parents are Chad and Jill Hockemeyer. Chad and Jill Hockemeyer. And I think this young lady deserves another round of applause because before each of the livestock shows, she and her 7-year-old sister sang the national anthem before every show. So let's give her a big round of applause for that. That speaks highly to her character and how she's being raised. Good job. Contestant number 2, 8 years in 4-H, representing the dairy species, Mr. Dakota Hitsman from the Eel River 4-H. Dakota's parents are Carrie and Mary Hitsman. Carrie and Mary Hitsman. Contestant number 3, representing the dairy beef, years in 4-H, 5 years in the species, 5. A member of the Cedar Creek Companions, Miss Holly Howard. Holly's parents are Jason and Missy Howard. Contestant number 4, representing the dairy goats, 8 years in 4-H, 8 years in the Dairy Goat Project, a member of the Eel River 4-H Club, Gwen Brubaker. Gwen's parents are Mark and Helen Brubaker. Contestant number 5, once again representing the Eel River 4-H and the swine, 10 years, final year in 4-H, 10 years in 4-H, 10 years in the Swine Project. That is Madeline Malcolm. Madeline's parents are Sam and Janelle Malcolm. Contestant number 6, representing the saddle bums in the horse species, 8 years in 4-H, 8 years in the Horse Project, Hannah Schatz. Hannah's parents are Craig and Jenna Tyler and Ryan and Melissa Schatz. Contestant number 7, 7 years in 4-H, 7 years representing the llamas, and a member of the Allen County Llama Lovers Club, Ella White. Ella's parents are Andy and Leslie White. Contestant number 8, another final year, 10-year member in 4-H, from the Monroe Hustlers, representing the sheep, and 4 years in the Sheep Project, Myra Burning. Myra's parents are Pam Burning and Mark Burning. And contestant number 9, one of our top achievers this year in 4-H, a member of the Cedar Creek Companions, 9 years in 4-H, 9 years representing the Meat Goat Project, Tate Bonin. Tate's parents are Mike and Jill Bonin. And now the moment we've all been waiting for.
Testing. So for all you know, most of you know me, I'm Sean Parker, the board president. And for the moment we've been waiting for, this gets hard because I've known most of these kids since they started. Your 2021 Showman, Myra Burning.
This doesn't feel real. I'd like to thank Teen Tourney, my fan group over there, and my grandparents, and my mom, and Luddy, and my dad, and all these 4-H'ers that helped me get through these 10 years. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, and if there are some people that want some pictures in here in the show arena, please come out and get those right now. And then we'll move to the backdrop in just a second, but if anybody wants pictures in the show arena,